Dia for Maria. Written by Catherine Forrest, illustrated by Carona Forrest. Focus question. How do Maria and her family celebrate loved ones who have passed away? Connections, writing and art. Maria celebrates family members by telling stories about them. Write and illustrate a favorite story about one of your family members. Social studies and art. As a class, discuss how the ofrenda is an important part of Dia de los Muertos. Make paper banners and decorations for an ofrenda and set it up in your classroom. Having a cat named Mouse sounds like a joke. Ratona was small and gray, and her mouth was a tiny swig. She liked to sit in a hole in the wall of our shed. Ratona lived for a long time. 8 months ago she died. I'm not sad anymore, but I think about her often. One day Mama was setting up Tia Teresa's ofrenda, a special altar for Dia de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead. Teresa passed away when I was a baby. Mama, can we also celebrate peace? I asked. Dia de los Muertos is mostly for family, Mama said, though I suppose Ratona was part of ours. We can celebrate for the day before Dia de los Muertos, I suggested. That's a nice idea, Maria, Mama said. Later that day, Mama and I went to the market in Puebla. I held her hand so I wouldn't get lost. We got paper banners, marigolds, and 3 candy calaveras of sugar skulls. On October 31, my friends Adriana and Gloria came over. Adriana brought her dog Saw or Shot. She had a photo of Saw's sister, Pimenta or Pepper, who died last summer. Gloria also had a picture of a pet she had lost, Raw the rooster. We hung paper banners and scattered marigolds where Ratona used to sit. Then we set up our photos in the flowers. Pimienta got into our cooler ones. Adriana said she ate so much queso. We thought we would feel sick. Later she got into the trash and ate the rest. We all left. I have some queso for Pimienta, Adriana said. She set down a piece of cheese. My mother makes pepitas for my great-grandfather's ofrenda, Gloria said. Raw jumped up and ate them. My mother was so mad. I have pepitas for Raw. Gloria set the pumpkin seeds by his photo. Ratona was always quiet. I said unless someone had helado. Then she went squeak, squeak, squeak until you let her lick the bowl. I have some helado just for Ratona. I placed the bowl of ice cream in her old hiding spot. I gave Adriana and Gloria each a calavera before they went home. I thought about the funny things Ratona used to do. At sunset, on the last day of celebrations, the family walked to the graveyard to visit Tia Teresa. Every family from the area came out. There was even a band. Tia Teresa's gravestone was filled with flowers, sweet pandemotos, and candles. Someone began setting off fireworks. Mama smiled to herself. I have a story about your Tia Teresa. Mama said to me, one day Teresa heard a tiny shriek coming from some tall grass. It was a little gray kitten. She was so small that Teresa named her Ratona. When Teresa died, I took Ratona home. Mama continued, you were just a baby, Maria, but you loved her right away. Seeing you with Ratona reminded me of Teresa. Everyone in the graveyard was laughing and dancing. I was too young to remember Teresa, but we had both loved Ratona. That made me happy. That was what Dia de los Muertos was all about. Mama took my hand and stood up. I think it's time